It's that time of year again to make my corned beef and cabbage recipe in the Instant Pot for St. Patrick's Day. I love making this dish because it's colorful, so flavorful, and so easy to make in the Instant Pot. My husband has never had corned beef and cabbage before, so we were both excited to see how it would turn out. Wait to see how the cabbage turned out. As Mark Waynes would say, oh, wow. Here are the ingredients that I use. I add 2 teaspoons of beef bouillon and 2 cups of water. These mason jars are great. A potato medley to give it that color. A pickled spice packet. 5 carrots, 1 onion, and 1 cabbage. And I'll get to the Instant Pot settings soon. This is a dish that my mom made every year growing up, and it is such a nostalgic meal for me. When I went to Ireland, I really enjoyed it there. I actually almost moved there. Make sure to subscribe to see us travel to Ireland and try all the yummy food Ireland has to offer. And taking my husband to try the best chocolate that I've ever had in the city of Killarney. I got a corned beef from Costco that weighed a little under 5 pounds. I'd recommend cooking the corned beef for 20 minutes per pound. So for mine, I cooked it for 90 minutes on the high pressure setting. Before putting the meat in the Instant Pot, I cut up 5 cloves of garlic and I diced those and I just spread it evenly across the meat. And then after that, I take the pickled spice packet that was packaged in the corned beef and I just do 1 even layer over the top of the meat. And then after that, it's super easy. I just put the corned beef on top of the onion and beef broth mixture in the Instant Pot. And then all that's left to do is set the timer for 1 hour and 30 minutes. It's just done in such less time. It's so nice. And then I say, see you later. What's really nice is at this point, I can prepare the vegetables while the meat is cooking. I don't need to do anything with the potatoes. I just need to chop up the carrots and the cabbage. After I wash and peel the carrots, I dice them like this. Carrots, oh carrots, it's time to chop you up. It's time to put you in the corned beef stew. And here's the star of the show, the cabbage. Before I cut up the cabbage, I cut the core out first. It just helps each piece to cook evenly. What I really like about the vegetables that I use in this dish is that they add so much color. Once the core is removed, I then cut all the pieces to about this size. Great, now all the vegetables are prepped and ready. Once the corned beef is done in the pressure cooker, it comes out looking like this. If you stick your nose close enough to the screen, you can smell it. Doesn't that smell so good? It doesn't turn out dry because the beef broth makes it so it's nice and tender and juicy. I really enjoyed this, and so did my husband. This Instant Pot Duo Mini packs so much food, small but mighty. When adding the vegetables, I like to layer them in the Instant Pot so that they are all evenly distributed. Before pressure cooking the vegetables, I take out 2 cups of the beef broth and pour it over the corned beef because I want to make sure that there's enough space for the cabbage on top to cook properly, and I don't want the corned beef to dry out while it's sitting. Once I plop the cabbage on top of the Instant Pot, I cook the vegetables on high pressure setting for 10 minutes. It's so easy, and honestly, this pressure cooker has made cooking this meal an absolute breeze. This is how I slice the corned beef before serving. This Instant Pot corned beef and cabbage recipe serves 8 people, and everybody is going to love it. The vegetables and the meat really complement each other. It's very savory, and all the flavors come together. Everything gets soaked up in the broth, and it's not too overpowering, and is a subtle, savory, salty meal that's perfect for this time of year. The cabbage was so good. It's buttery and just melts in your mouth. This is a very easy Instant Pot corned beef and cabbage recipe for St. Patrick's Day that you can make for your family or friends. You're gonna love this dish and really enjoy it. I hope that you have a great St. Patrick's Day. And we wanted to know, are you thinking about making this corned beef and cabbage recipe in the Instant Pot? If so, let us know how it turned out in the comments. I've also put the recipe there. Happy St. Patrick's Day!